what would be, according to you, the harsh or let's say true reality of Canada that nobody talks about?
First, a thing is to not think of yourself very highly, because I think it's a land of opportunities and I think everybody gets that fair chance. So you gotta push yourself out there. It is a rat race and the first one running is gonna win in it.
Like, what was your first job? I would like to start with that.
I was initially working as a part-time sales associate. When around school was about to get over, they knew I was gonna become full-time, so they promoted me to become a supervisor.
How did you manage it? Like, there must have been a lot of stress, or were you fine? Like, you were thinking, I'll find another job. What did you do?
Having been rejected in the first application process already, but it's a very long journey.
Were you working full time the whole time when you were working for the company? That is how you landed.
So from January to April, I was actually working very limited hours because I was also studying full time in school. So I was not really working a lot of many hours during January to like Jan, Feb, March, April.
Yeah.
But May onwards till like December, I was a full time worker over there. Yes.
Hello and welcome to the Canadian Dream podcast. Today we have another guest, and as I promised, I'll bring you guests from all over Canada and with different experiences of life. So today we have with us Tushya Bhatia. Welcome to the show, Tushya.
Hi, Maima. Nice to meet you. And hi, everybody.
So as I mentioned, like everybody in this country has different type of experience, and one of the weirdest experience here could be losing a job, and especially when you came here as an international student. So currently, Tushya is looking for a job, and her journey has been actually really good. Like when she came here, she had a lot of opportunities, like good jobs and everything. But things change, which is okay. And we will talk about it today. Like, how do you handle all of this, like losing a job and then also a process of finding it again? And what did you face and what you're facing currently? So let's dive right into it, Tushya. So before starting this podcast, I always have conversation, which is actually just to know about a person. So I came to know that she's very outgoing, very good at communicating. So if someone like this, or someone like you, who's so good at like communication, which is actually a skill which people say you should have it when you come to Canada, are facing this trouble. So what would be, according to you, the harsh or let's say true reality of Canada that nobody talks about and is actually making you suffer? What could it be?
So the first thing is to not think of yourself very highly, because I think it's a land of opportunities and I think everybody gets that fair chance. So you got to push yourself out there. It is a rat race and the first one running is going to win in it.
Yeah.
So if you're going to think that, oh, I have the best skills, oh, I'm the best at it, and I'm sure I'm definitely going to get it, the sad part is you're definitely not going to get it. Because there's a lot of people who are already here with much more better experience, much more better qualities, much more better skills. So it doesn't really matter. Even if you think in your head that you have the right things that you actually need for a, let's say, job, or let's say any course, let's say any school or certification, end of the day, it's actually not there.
Yeah. So like, did you come here with the same expectation? Like, once you're going to be there, it's going to be a cakewalk. Like, I'm going to have it easy or anything, or did you, or you already had some sort of realization about what reality is here in Canada?
So I'll give you the example that we were actually just talking about it. That was when any student that's about to come here, they always go up looking on Google, on Instagram, on YouTube. And I did the same back in 2021.
Okay.
I saw a lot of vlogs about Canada. I saw a lot of opportunities that, oh, you can make money through Uber Eats. You still can. You can make a lot of, there's going to be a lot of opportunities for part-time jobs, full-time jobs. Once you graduate, you're going to make like 100K a year.
Yeah.
So I did see all of that before coming. And as soon as you land and you see that there's not hundreds, not thousands, there's like lakhs of students just like you with the same dreams, with the same fighting for the same opportunity, you kind of realize that you're left behind.
Yeah.
Like it's just a very fancy world that you kind of see from outside. You can see my Instagram, you might feel the same, but that's not the reality.
Yeah.
I mean, you just come with the hope of, banging a good job, making your parents proud. But when you actually land your foot inside after the Pearson airport, you kind of realize that weather could be one big problem out here. I mean, I'm somebody who doesn't like cold, so if you don't like cold, don't come here. And I think apart from that, the problem of kind of realizing what you're even good at. Like the mental stress of going home, trying to eat food, trying to like find a good place for you. Sometimes you find good friends, the place is a problem. Sometimes you find a good apartment, the friends are a problem. So, you know, all of that mental struggles kind of impact what you're actually trying to do out here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was a big problem for me when I came here.
So this is actually very true when you said कि जब हम यहाँ आते हैं तो it feels कि एक चीज सॉल्व हो रही है तो दूसरी खराब हो जाती है.
Right.
कभी कभी ऐसा लगता है कि घर अच्छा है बट दोस्तों के साथ लड़ाई हो जाती है. So have you ever had this experience where you felt like roommates are not so good and I just want to run away, like I don't want to stay with them?
I mean I'm sure सबके साथ ये होता है that you try to put up through it because for me the people that I stay with were the first ones that I knew.
Okay.
So, you know, like I traveled with my roommate, and the other one was somebody I met over a WhatsApp video call, and the other person that I met through was a mutual friend. So we collectively moved into the house together, and then, you know, you kind of realize that these are the only friends, family you have.
Yeah.
So no matter what, no matter how tough it is, you got to put up with it. I know a lot of friends जिनके साथ बहुत crazy situations हुई है where they've had really bad fights. Luckily, I haven't gone through a really bad situation. I might have had hiccups, one or two like here and there, but not a really bad situation. But I think it comes with time. Like, you know, everybody comes stepping in कि मुझे पहले part time चाहिए, मुझे मिल गई, मुझे यहाँ मिल गई, like, you know, oh, I got a job at Tim, but you got a job somewhere else, so I'm jealous of you, like, you know, all of that starts happening. But end of the day, you realize कि we all have the same bills to pay. So it doesn't really matter in the beginning, but it will matter towards the end.
Do you think jealousy plays a role here, like with people you stay with or with people you're friends with? Do you think it is there?
101%, but कभी कोई आपके मुंह पे बोलेगा नहीं. And I kind of appreciate कि कोई मुंह पे बोल नहीं रहा है, but I feel like if our generation could be a little more outspoken about it and just be there, I think then हमें लग रहा है कि सामने वाला शायद is envious of us or not happy with where we're at. If they let us know, we'll probably be more careful. We'll not have them in our surroundings, because I feel having the right people here is how you push through. Like we were just talking, I'm pretty grateful to like have my family back home, but then I'm grateful to people around here to push me through while I'm unemployed right now. So,
yeah. Because actually there are so many people who are actually currently facing the situation, right, where they feel that they're unemployed, but how many people are actually helping them around them, like the friends especially. So when we're like working, we always flaunt about, oh, this is the place that I'm working at, it's actually really nice, yahan pe mere boss achhe hai, mere colleagues achhe hai. But if you have to give a reference to one of those like friends for the same place, I don't think people would. Like people always say, the summer show, like ye nahi ho payega, wo nahi ho payega. So this is actually one of the issues that you face here. Like people pretend that they really care for you, but they do not. They pretend that they're on your end or your side, they're not. So you always have to be very, very vigilant of who you are spending your time with, and it's very hard to make friends here especially. And going back to your college, like what did you study? You said the management course, right? And why did you choose it?
Right. So back in India, I came through IDP. They sell this course to you like it's the best course ever in the world, and I did definitely go up with it. But another reason why I chose it was because I went to Humber for global business management. It's because they have the opportunity to specialize. So I chose it up because I could do like a majors in my second year, and I did go for financial planning because that was something I wanted to study. And another thing that back in India they sell it to you is because 2 साल का कोर्स है. If you have that, you easily get up to 3 years of PGWP. आपको stress नहीं होगा, इसलिए वो आप पे भेज देते हैं. But honestly, my advice to anybody who is wanting to come would be, please look at what you really want to study. And if a course that might be a little more expensive than this, try and push through. Like if I was planning to do a 1-year course and a master's. But back in the day, everybody was like, "ये कर लो, आपको मिल जाएगी job." Like, you know, just go to Seneca, go to George Brown, go to Humber.
Good college.
You'll get it. But today, when I stand in this whole field of everybody trying to get a job, if I were a university student, I think I would probably stand out a little more than other people.
Yeah, because actually it's very easy for companies to sell you this, that this is a really good college, this is a really nice college. But the thing is, like, all these colleges have like a same setup, almost same people who come for hiring.
Right.
But the pool gets a little smaller when you are from university. So try to always come to university programs. And I think when you said that you did a course for 2 years, it's like a little less hassle about getting a PR again.
Right.
I'm sorry, getting a visa again in
Yes.
PGWP. But I am someone who came here for not 1+1, but like I did one course individually and then the second one individually.
Right.
The only thing that you really have to take care about is like to make sure that the time span's right. Like once you're in the middle of your first course, apply for the second course's like requirements and everything where you want to study. Why is it okay? Because if you don't like your first year of your course, you can always change it, right? This is what I realized, because initially I thought like I should come for marketing,
Right.
and for the 2-year course of marketing at York. But then I was like, oh no, I think I should try just 1 year first. And I did try the like public relations for first 1 year, and then I realized that it's not something I like. But we'll talk more about it, and we'll talk more know more about Tushya and how she's been dealing with the stress and everything of not having a job, or even if she's stressed or not. We were talking about her journey so far and how she's been dealing with everything that life has offered her. And we were also talking about the 1+1 program and how it's sort of okay, and also you can also come for just 1 year program and then change it if you don't like. This is exactly what I did. So I was talking about how in the first year of my life, like when I came to Canada, I started applying for new courses because I did not really like public relations. One part of it because it was online, and I don't think public relations is something that should be online, because it's about public dealing, right? And how you handle those situations. And I was always sitting in front of a laptop, and it was cold out there, like winters were there.
Back in the day,
and it was like जनवरी का वक्त चल रहा है, तुम लैपटॉप के आगे बैठे हो, तुम्हारा पहला महीना है कनाडा में. Everything clubs up and becomes really, really depressing, and then you decide that this is not the course for me. But maybe it was the course for me. पर वो situation ऐसी थी, मुझे ऐसा लगा मैं नहीं कर सकती. तो फिर मैंने timely दोबारा से next course के लिए apply कर दिया. तो जल्दी से सारा प्रोसीजर हो जाता है. बस ये है कि यहाँ पे आने के 6 months बाद ही आपको दोबारा से वो प्रोसीजर स्टार्ट करना पड़ता है, विच इज नॉट अ बिग डील. अगर आईडीपी तुम्हारे लिए एक बार ही वो कर सकता है तो वो दोबारा भी कर सकता है. और बहुत सारे एजेंट्स हैं जो ये करते हैं, जो आपको एक बार ही भेजते हैं, वो बोलते हैं तुम डिसाइड कर लो, जो एक्चुअली जेन्युइनली केयर करते हैं कि तुम्हें ये ठीक रहेगा. बट कई लोग होते हैं जिनको पता ही होता है उनको लाइफ में क्या करना है. मुझे नहीं पता था
किसी को भी नहीं पता होता
तब मुझे नहीं पता था, तो मैंने सोचा चलो ठीक है, लेट्स गिव इट अ शॉट. And then I changed to paralegal, left it, now back in the field of journalism. So yeah, there has been like so many ups and downs, but I think it has been like, I'm pretty sure it has been same for you, right?
Yes.
So I usually ask this question, like हमें थोड़ा बहुत idea होता है कि ठीक है कैसी होगी country, थोड़ा बहुत नहीं भी होता, but why did you choose Canada?
Okay, so just giving a quick backstory, I've actually lived around like 12 to 13 years outside of India already, because my dad works outside, तो उनकी वजह से मैंने वो childhood बाहर देखा था. हाई स्कूल के टाइम when I came back to India, थोड़ा टाइम मुझे बहुत मजा आया कि ओह दिल्ली नाइस, ये डिफरेंट टाइप की फ्रीडम भी थी, डिफरेंट टाइप का एनवायरनमेंट भी था, लाइक मोमोज खाना, लाइक ट्यूशन के बाद इधर उधर जाना. बट आफ्टर 18, like after my 12th, I went to Mumbai and I lived alone. While living there, I kind of realized that I want to be independent like my parents were, because वो भी बाहर रहते हैं and they've lived a very independent life, and you know they've been self-sufficient, they've been very strong. So looking at that, I felt like this is not the place for me. Like you know, I mean, मुझे बाहर जाना है, and I want to try and I want to make a name for myself. तो तब मुझे UK जाना था. I'm sure आप सबको भी UK जाने का मन हुआ होगा, अप्लाई भी किया होगा, मैंने भी किया था. बट कोई ना कोई आपको बोल देता कि नहीं जाना चाहिए, बिकॉज आपको नौकरी नहीं मिलेगी. उस टाइम पे यही हुआ. आई काइंड ऑफ ड्रॉप द प्लान एंड कोविड हैपेंड, एंड कोविड के वक्त रियलाइज हो गया मैं घर वालों के साथ बिल्कुल नहीं रह सकती हूँ, अब मुझे जाना चाहिए. सो आई थिंक कैनेडा इज अ वेरी प्रॉमिसिंग कंट्री. आई विल नॉट से दैट इट्स नॉट, बिकॉज आपको PR मिल जाएगी, बट एट द सिचुएशन वी आर राइट नाउ इट्स गोइंग डाउन. बट तब आई थिंक कैनेडा सीम लाइक द बेस्ट ऑप्शन इन टर्म्स ऑफ फीस इज गुड. ठीक है, बहुत बच्चे जा रहे हैं, अपॉर्चुनिटीज खुल रही हैं. इन टर्म्स ऑफ लाइक इफ यू नॉट एबल टू स्टे ऑन this side of the country, that's like, let's say Ontario, Vancouver chale jana, Canada ja rahe ho, US chale jana. So you know, like all of these opportunities seem very favorable at that time. So that was the only reason why I came here. And अगर कोई मेरे से फिर से पूछेगा ये, तो मुझे नहीं पता मैं क्यों आई हूँ यहाँ पे. But yes, here we are.
I think it was an option because if you wanted to go to UK, I think I always had a plan too. Like because I did law, right? So it's very easy to settle in after doing law in India and UK because the law is almost similar.
Right.
So, but always there were people telling me you don't get a PR there. But right now in this situation, I wonder
कि वहाँ मिल रही है, यहाँ पे किसी को नहीं मिल रही.
Actually, I don't think वहाँ पर भी मिल रही है अभी. But ठीक है. Like anyways, it's the same situation. तो क्या इंडिया ही रह लेना चाहिए?
Yes, आप भी इंडिया में ही रहो.
For a while at least. But yeah, like when things get better, because I think there's a situation right now where only people who are involved in master's course or are studying in universities are getting their PGWP. और बहुत सारे बच्चों को उल्लू बनाया जा रहा है.
Right.
कि हो जाएगा, मिल जाएगा work permit, आप आ जाओगे, but don't get trapped. Talk to someone, like randomly just talk to someone, maybe through LinkedIn कि बच्चा इस college में पढ़ रहा है, इस course में पढ़ रहा है, अभी गया है. LinkedIn पे it's easy to find actually to people who are wherever they're studying. You just need to type Seneca College and then you'll find students who are studying there. You can actually have a real reality instead of going through the YouTube videos that she mentioned, क्योंकि यहाँ पर बहुत सारी YouTube videos मिल जाएंगी आपको जो आपको बताएंगी कि यहाँ पे आके ये job मिल जाएगी, ये job मिल जाएगी, ये job मिल जाएगी, लेकिन ज़रूरी नहीं है कि वो मिले. तो उसके अलावा जैसे अब आपने बात की कि you like what was your first job? I would like to start with that. Like what was your first job when you came to Canada?
So my first job was actually at a mall. So it was actually a retail store. I worked there as a part-time sales associate. And I actually worked with them for about 2.5 years. So I was initially working as a part-time sales associate. When around school was about to get over, they knew I was going to become full-time, so they promoted me to become a supervisor.
Yeah.
So I kind of led the team around 9 to 10 months as a supervisor. And this January in 2024, I actually lost the job because the store shut down.
Okay. So, how do you get into the retail? Like, let's say, do you had any experience back in India for retail?
Pro tip, you can lie on your resume for a part-time but not a full-time. I did the same, but I did have a work experience back in India in sales, but that was majorly finance sales, but I also had something in sales.
Yeah.
And especially when you kind of, drop in your resume around the mall, there are chances of, like the managers kind of giving you a call.
Yeah.
But in today's time, I'm not even able to land that job again. So because हर चीज they've made it online, because they know that एक position के लिए back in the day, maybe it was just me versus 10 people जो वो position के लिए लड़ रहे थे, but आज के time पे वही position के लिए 500 लोग definitely लड़ रहे हैं with the same skill set. I'll tell you why, because everybody is lying on their resume. Because if you don't lie about it, you probably won't enter the bag of an interview, right?
Yeah.
So yes.
Okay. So what was your experience about losing a job? Like, why did it happen? Like, how did it happen? Was it your mistake? Was the company's mistake? Why?
So the why is basically it was about the first week of January this year when we were working, and you start feeling things are a little off. I'll give you an example. I used to take care of visual merchandising for the store. So basically, आप जब किसी store में घुसते हो तो आपको दिखते हैं कपड़े जो लगे हुए हैं, कैसे लगे हुए हैं. So it's all planned.
Yeah.
So I used to take care of that, and it was a jacket store. So and funny thing, my manager also stopped coming a lot. वो ज़्यादा छुट्टी लेने लग गई, and I was like, why is she so disinterested?
Yeah.
And what is this kind of behavior? And I used to always reach the mall at 6 a.m. to kind of get the store ready when the mall has to open at 10. जब visuals करने होते थे. Yeah, there were times when I had to stay back after 9 to like 12 or 1 to like keep everything ready. So I came, मैं सब ready करने लगी, and then I kept calling her and she never like picked up the call, and then she's like, oh आज आना था. अच्छा, I didn't know, मैं आती हूँ, like, सुबह 6-7 बजे आना था.
Weird.
And she came by 12 or 1.
Yeah.
And it was funny, I was talking to a close friend of mine that day, and I was like, यार बस मुझे ये नौकरी नहीं करनी. मेरे से ना हो ही नहीं रहा है ये, बस करो ये, like ये क्या है? And half an hour through that, we go upstairs, and then she's like, the HR and the head of the company is like, we're so sorry to tell you, the store is shutting down.
Oh my God.
एंड आई एम लाइक क्या मैंने ये मांगा था? ये कितनी फनी चीज है कि मैं आधे घंटे पहले इस चीज को लेके रो रही थी कि यार नहीं हो रहा मेरे से, बस मैं आज ही चाबी दे रही हूँ, मेरे को नहीं काम करना. एंड आई एम लाइक शिट, भगवान ने सुन ली. कुछ और मांग लेते तो कुछ और मिल जाता. बट या आई थिंक इट वाज आल्सो बिकॉज द स्टोर वाज एसोसिएटेड विद अनदर बिग कंपनी. They wanted to focus on projects for that company than this one. So I think that was one major reason why we were doing really well with like sales. We were generating good revenue. Everything was great.
There was attraction.
It was great. It was great. According to us, like what the targets we had and the kind of team we had, it was a very small team. It was not even a big team. So we were doing good.
Okay, so it was nothing to do with you. Just
unfortunate.
They changed.
Yes.
Yeah, they changed their plans.
That's right.
Okay. And how did you? What did they give any like, let's say, severance or like any benefits after that? Like when you left the job or when they said that this store is closing down?
Unfortunately, नहीं. उन्होंने कुछ offer नहीं किया. They only kind of asked us कि अगर आप last day तक काम करोगे, if you do, we'll probably give you like about, let's say, $200 to $500 in case you do stay. अगर नहीं तो then हम उतने high level पे नहीं है कि हम आपको कुछ offer कर पाएं.
Okay, but was it legal for them to offer?
We did kind of dig in through that. I don't really know if I should talk about it here or not, but I think on legality terms, they could have offered us something, probably provided us help in the retail industry to maybe land a job, maybe not. But as far as I think it was concerned, they gave us a notice 3 weeks before, which is like good enough. And apart from that, they let us know कि हम कुछ नहीं कर पाएंगे, which is again a fair thing for them to do.
Yeah, that's all. So this is not really fair, I feel, but we'll more talk about it and we'll get to know more and more understanding of how to get out of this situation, and we'll come after a short break. Hello and welcome back to the Canadian Dream podcast. We have with us Tushya Bhatia joining today, and we've been talking about her journey of being an unemployed student, not just student anymore, like on work permit, and how has it been so far for her, and how did she land a job, and what happened after she left the job. So this is actually always a shock when you get to know, especially when you're not anticipating that you have to leave the job. So what was the first couple days like for you? Like how were they like? Like how did you manage those? Like there must have been a lot of stress, or were you fine? Like you were thinking I will find another job. What did you do?
So the first couple of weeks जब पता चला कि job नहीं है, so I always wanted to get into banking. So there was this exam that I had to finally give. So I thought of it as a good thing कि चलो इसमें like I'll prepare for it, I'll write my exam. It's okay. And I started applying really heavily for retail jobs because I knew I'm just fresh out of the market. So it'll be easy for me to like land another one. Like ऐसा मिल ही जाएगा. ऐसा कुछ नहीं होगा कि नहीं मिलेगा. About 2 to 3 weeks down the line, I did land opportunities in retail at that moment.
Okay.
But again, they were just paying me minimum wage. जो मुझे उस time पे लगा that I worked as a key holder or supervisor for 9-10 months. तो मैं इस पे क्यों like I don't want to go back to it again. Like what's the use of me being in retail for 2.5 years? Because इतना काम करने के बाद यहाँ पे लगता है कि नहीं यार अब ज़्यादा चाहिए. इसमें I don't want to settle.
Yeah.
So I took it up as a challenge कि let me sit at home, let me try and study, give the exam, and then a lot of people also kept telling me कि exam दे दो ऐसे job मिल जाएगी. Like बस ये license clear कर लो, banks तुम्हारे पास आ जाएंगे. Like I mean these are actually statements जो मुझे बोली गई थी कि बस तो sure ये exam निकाल ले, ऐसे bank की job मिल जाएगी. Like you don't have to stress about it.
Did you give it?
I did give the exam, and I've been applying to a lot of jobs as well. But today here I am, having given a couple of interviews, having been rejected in a couple of interviews, having been rejected in the first application process already. But it's a very long journey to like start from there, to start applying and kind of understand how this whole situation works.
Yeah.
And then still not finding. a job.
Yeah, but because it's very easy for people to say all this because एक जब हम स्मार्ट सर्व लेते हैं वो भी एक लाइसेंस होता है, राइट? जब हमें अल्कोहल सर्व करनी होती है, हम किसी रेस्टोरेंट में काम करते हैं, तो पीपल से बस लाइसेंस ले लो, आप ये वाला लाइसेंस ले लो, आपको जॉब मिल जाएगी. और उसके अलावा सिक्योरिटी की भी बात करते हैं, सिक्योरिटी तो बहुत ज्यादा कॉमन है यहाँ पे, तो बोलेंगे लाइसेंस ले लो, बस आपको ऐसी सिक्योरिटी मिल जाएगी. बट इतने लोग हैं जिन्होंने लाइसेंस लिया है और सिक्योरिटी में आना चाहते हैं पर नहीं हो पाता. एंड आई थिंक दिस इज नॉट जस्ट फॉर लोअर लेवल जॉब्स or not like or maybe some entry level jobs. This is for all sorts of jobs.
Yes.
कि आपको यहाँ पर लोग बोलते हैं ऐसे ही हो जाएगा, बस तुम कर लो, पर ऐसे कुछ नहीं हो रहा है यहाँ पे अभी के लिए. हो भी रहा है कुछ fields में. It's all about I think which field you're applying for. Some fields have scarcity. I think skilled workers always are in scarcity here. कि जो आप skilled labor के लिए कनाडा को हमेशा जरूरत होती है, इसलिए skills are very important. कुछ भी आप जैसे even plumbing, even if you're doing like as a part time, there's a huge demand for it. अगर आपको कोई हाथों का काम आता है, it's very very valuable है. पर जैसे आपने बताया कि you started looking for these jobs and did not land. So how are you taking care of your expenses now? Because it's very hard in Canada to take care of your expenses while you do not have a job. So how are you taking care of it?
So while I lost my job, everybody on the team kind of like Google pe dekhte on like how you can kind of make money or what you can do. So there's this thing that we kind of understood. It's called employment insurance. How it works is when you worked in Canada, let's say for about a full year, you were fully employed at that time, so you're working 40 hours a week. आपके पे चेक पे EI premium कटते हैं, so you're basically paying already a premium to the government in case you were to lose a job or in case any mishappening would happen.
Wow.
वो अपने आप deduct होता है. You're not aware about it, but it does get deducted on your paychecks.
Okay.
So there are like certain clauses that you need to meet. Let's say you should have been working full time, you should have been working a couple of set hours. Then the government is accepting the fact that okay, you lost your job.
Yeah.
Now again, there could be a chance that you hired me, I didn't perform well and you threw me out. I may not be able to be eligible for this.
Okay.
Because it was like maybe my misconduct. I didn't like the way Tushya worked. But in my situation, the company had shut down. So you basically don't submit a reason. ऐसा कुछ reasoning नहीं जाता है government को. You just upload your SIN and your documents, and then I don't know. I honestly don't know if they do a background check or they don't. Maybe they do. But they do all of that and then they credit you. They give you like a report कि इतने मिलेंगे. So on the amount of time that I worked, I was eligible for an employment insurance for only 6 months.
Okay.
That's only how much, because maybe the hours I worked were not sufficient enough. So they're giving me about, let's say, itna for me to manage my expenses. Let's say if I was working 20 hours a week, I'm getting decent enough कि मेरा rent जा रहा है. I'm able to like go for grocery. I'm able to pay for my phone bills. So they do calculate all of that and they give you a report and they send it to you weekly.
Okay. Also, they send you money weekly, not bi-weekly, the way we get a salary. Okay, so how did you discover this? Like, did you know about this before, or just came across it? Because
no,
I did not know.
I think let's assume there's like 100 people. Definitely 99 wouldn't know about it. You definitely need to go up on the websites and kind of check through it. Since the time मुझे पता चला, I've been telling everybody to probably try for it because there's no harm in going for it. I mean, even if you take that money for 1 month, why not? Like,
why not?
Because so you're supposed to actually fill out the EI report every 2 to 3 weeks, where you kind of state that did you find a job? No. And they government के website पे भी there's this portal, job portal. वहाँ से आपको emails भाई like they keep sending you emails about all the list of job opportunities. And you should be actually actively applying. Because if they ask you for a report and they want to do a check, and आप apply नहीं कर रहे हो और आप ऐसे ही बैठे हो, तो वो आपका रोक भी सकते हैं, that provision. So government is doing their bit. They do send you an accumulated list of like यहाँ supervisor की jobs हैं, यहाँ ये jobs हैं. Like they send you links of it that they do, and they also ask you to fill out a report. Let's say I got a job. Well, and मेरे सिन पे मेरे hours चढ़ने लग गए हैं. So then I should not be working. I should not be taking the money from the government. So you actually fill out a report, and when you keep saying that you're capable of applying, capable of working, but you don't have a job. So when you fill that out, they kind of understand that and they pay you out the money.
Okay, so this is actually a very nice tip that you've mentioned. It's very important. I don't think I knew about it until this very moment. And you should definitely look for it, because there are so many things that we are paying for when we are getting a job, because that is what taxes are deducted for. Like, so much taxes are
So
being
that,
deducted
yes.
all the time, and we're always complaining. But I think those taxes are for the situations like these. And you have a free healthcare system here, and you also have these provisions which you can work around, and this is actually really nice, and I think it will be helpful for so many people. So when you said like you have to have work for like a certain number of hours, were you working full time the whole time when you were working for the company? That is how you landed this insurance.
Let's talk about 2023. I
Hmm.
graduated in May. So
Okay.
from January to April, I was actually working very limited hours because I was
Hmm.
also studying full time in school.
Hmm.
I was also doing like a full time to part time to full time co-op.
Hmm.
So I was not really working a lot of many hours during January to like Jan, Feb, March, April.
Yeah.
But May onwards till like December,
Hmm.
I was a full time worker
Employee.
over there. Yes,
Okay,
yes,
so yeah, because there was a provision where we could work full time even as a
yes, yep,
student. Oh,
yes,
so that worked in your favor.
yes.
Okay, that's nice. So अब इन सब चीज़ों के बारे में हमने बात करी, राइट? आपने बहुत सारी जगहों पे ट्राई किया है. What plays a huge role in getting a right job? Do you have any idea like this could be the best way? Because you've been trying, and there must be certain ways which you must have found out कि ये काम नहीं कर रहा है.
Right.
नहीं, so I would like to rephrase my question. Like, what are some of the ways that you think are not working at all? कि वो नहीं करो.
I think one thing is try and get a recommendation rather than a referral. So this is
Okay.
something that I've understood in the last 1, 2, 3 weeks. Is something, let's say you're coming to me and saying, Tushya, please मेरे को इसके लिए refer कर दो. I probably go up online, I send you an email and then you apply.
Yeah.
But let's say I'm telling Mahima, आप अपने जाके sir, boss, manager, team lead, HR, go to them, try and put a good word for me to them. Probably arrange like a quick chat or something.
I see.
Where they know who Tushya is and they know you're vouching for me. This was something that was used to work as a referral back in the day. So you know when you talk to people who have been here for a long time, and then they're like, मैं आपको तभी refer करूँगा जब मुझे पता है आप अच्छे हो. Today referrals work only for probably getting a bonus or money, or sometimes HR तक पहुँचता भी नहीं है वो. या फिर I'm not saying नहीं भी पहुँचता. It does reach to the HR, but then if you really want to like skip all of this and directly land your spot for an interview or something, be like, you know what, I spoke to Mahima and I know how she is and I get why she's deserving for this, and I'll see what I can do for you is try and speak to somebody senior in my team and try to be like, you know what, एक बारी बस like just try and talk to them.
Yeah.
Just probably a 10-minute phone call, maybe a 10-minute Google Meet, Teams, chat, whatever,
Yeah.
which is what I think will work. But for that, you need to be exceptionally on top of the game. You need to be networking a lot.
Yeah.
I've met this person, Ritika. I'm sure you've met her too.
Yeah.
So the thing is, she's the one who taught me. Like, you know, you may know 100 people, but do the 100 people know you?
Yeah.
So if they know you, then only they can vouch for you, right? Vana they can't.
Yeah. We were talking about how employment insurance is a thing. Also, how recommendation is better than a reference. So you mentioned that recommendation is someone when somebody talks personally about you to someone on the position who can hire you.
Right.
So did you try it, and did you try your luck in there, and how did it work for you?
So I didn't try that, but what happened was I've been trying to do like coffee chats and trying and speaking to people. So what happened was I was trying to talk to somebody and I mentioned to that person that, you know what, hey, I've given 1 or 2 interviews and I've also spoken to this person from this organization. So he's like, okay, let me go see, like let me go talk to them and let me see what happens. And then when I went back to the other person that I already spoke to, he's like, oh yeah, I already had a word with them and I already know who you are. And I know that you've been trying to like you're looking for a job and you're finding something in the market. And he agreed to like arrange like a formal interview or like an interview process for about 20-30 minutes.
Yeah.
But in that full 20-30 minutes, he didn't ask me any interview related questions. He started asking me about my personal life or my personal well-being. Which why I understood why it is important, because they're looking at a girl who's been unemployed for the past 5 to 6 months.
Don't know how the mental state has been.
They don't know where I'm at, what I'm doing, and maybe they wanted to understand if I am the right fit for that role in terms of taking mental stress or challenges. Maybe they would put me in a role that's like straight up like I have responsibilities on the first day. So he maybe wanted to understand that. Tabhi, he asked me questions like, what are your personal hobbies?
Yeah.
Weekends pe kahin ja rahe ho? Like, what do you like to do? He even straight up asked me like, do you like clubbing?
Yeah.
So I would have never imagined somebody on a call with me on Teams from such a reputed organization at such a reputed level would ask me, okay, like, what are your hobbies and kya tum ye karte ho?
They just wanted to know if you're doing well mentally and if you will be able to handle the stress of the job or not. Okay, so I think that there are two very important things that we learned today, although everything was very enlightening so far, but this is actually a very nice piece of advice. And networking, I cannot like emphasize more on this part. Like I always say it's so important.
It is.
And I wish I knew this earlier. Like when I came to Canada, I had no concept of networking whatsoever. And I was just, even our colleges used to organize it. It's like, what do we do there? What do we like? What do we talk about? Like, if we go there, there are going to be students like my age. I meet them all the time. But that's not about it, because you never know after 1 year how situation changes, and when this person is going to get a job maybe at your dream place, and they can provide you a recommendation. Like I know this person personally, and this you never know how things can take a turn for you here in this country. So networking is very important, and I always mention Eventbrite has a lot of events happening all the time, even if you're in IT. And there are so many things that are actually, that might sound weird, but there are actually single mixers that happen. Like people go there and find their partners, but eventually end up finding opportunities for jobs, because you never know. And this is another trend going on in Toronto. Like people are not able to find people online through social media dating apps. So they've joined the Runners Club.
Yes. I just read that yesterday.
Yeah, so this is also about networking. I think even if you don't land up finding a partner, you might land up having an opportunity.
You might find a good apartment as well. You never know.
You never know. Like you don't know कि कहाँ से कौन सा इंसान निकला है जो तुम्हारी हेल्प करने वाला है, क्योंकि हमारे यहाँ पे आके बहुत कंप्लेंट होती है कि हम किसी को जानते नहीं. तो हम जानेंगे कैसे? मुझे भी समझ नहीं आता था कि कैसे जानेंगे, कि पता कैसे चलेगा लोगों के बारे में, क्योंकि एक सबसे बढ़िया जरिया जो होता है कॉलेज. पर द हार्श रियलिटी ऑफ दिस कंट्री इज दैट जो आपकी के एज के लोग हैं या फिर आप ही के साथ पढ़ रहे हैं, कोई भी नहीं चाहता आप उनसे बेटर करो. तो अगर आप कर भी रहे हो तो दिल से नहीं हो जा रहे होंगे कि ये हो जाए इनके साथ ना. तो अच्छी दोस्ती पाना भी यहाँ पर एक टास्क है.
It's a very very big task.
तो फिर why not just enter into a professional world where people are definitely there for jobs. Like they know that they're there for jobs. Like if you're in a networking event, you know that you're going to be talking a lot of things which do not matter at the end of the day, but you are here for a job. Right? And they're going to they maybe recommend you. So networking is very 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 important. So how like your experience has been for networking so far?
So I'll actually add a story to that. Was when I was about to come to Canada back in the day, jab COVID wala time tha, and it was everybody was like shayad ghar milega nahi milega. So there was these WhatsApp groups for colleges and like my program. So there were groups for Humber and GPM. Funny, I spoke to everybody and everybody knew me.
Oh wow.
It was everybody was like, अरे यार ये तो शो है, ये तो बहुत popular है, सब जानते हैं. I knew the art of networking. I knew how to do it, but my only mistake was they were not my right audience. Back in the day, maybe they were, because they could probably help me with part-time jobs, maybe with a house. I'm not saying that was bad or it went waste. If I knew the art of doing it in the right way with the right people, it would have been definitely helpful. Which is why I'll add the statement is, you can come to me today personally. I'll try to help you, but I'm also not in a situation where I can provide you a lot of value. Like I know a lot of speakers, a lot of people out there talk about it. आप value दोगे तो मिलेगी. But I also believe in this that आपके पास होना भी चाहिए कुछ provide करने के लिए. I could just talk about my experience and maybe you could learn about it. But do I have a lot of people that can refer you? I don't know, मुझे भी कोई नहीं कर पा रहा है. So, try and network with the right people. People who, I'm not talking about age, I'm talking about like in the right professional spectrum, who have that experience and that time to give out to you. Somebody a little more older, who has like time to talk about it with you.
Right. Yeah, so this is actually important, like to target the right person. Right? because we just get stuck in this phase. Like, yeah, we have friends now. I have like a good circle, and I have people. I have employees, and even for people I think who have jobs, who already have jobs, they should never stop networking. I personally feel,
Yes,
because
yes.
You should always just keep on growing, because you never know which sort of contact that might appear that will help you land a better job. Let's say someone is working in a let's say someone's a data analyst, and they go for a networking, and they were wondering like, yeah, we want to start up a business that needs a data analyst, and we would like you to have a part in it and be a partner in it. And all you just have to leverage some of your skills and a little bit of money if you have, right? So you can be a part of a really nice business. You don't even know we're waiting for you, right? So this is the beauty of networking. I feel it can actually sometimes get very fake
At
as
times,
well.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
because everybody is talking about jobs. Yeah, हमें job चाहिए, हमें कुछ improvement चाहिए, या कोई job दिलवा रहा है आपको वहाँ पर. ऐसा सा एक माहौल बन जाता है. But at the end of the day, it helps.
It's a give and take,
Yeah,
and
two-way street.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so we've talked a lot about the things that are like about Canada, right? Like you don't really like it, or some things are not really happening in the favor. But there must be certain things that you like about this country that are actually good. What would those things be, according to you?
Because it's like an immigrant country, I think everybody just is very welcoming of it. Like I could still be jealous of you ke kyun aaye, but I know that there was somebody welcoming me and being there and being very supportive of it. So I've learned those qualities jo I think back in India we don't generally see, because you know you're always around your friends or relatives,
Yeah.
and that's a very different environment to be in. I wouldn't say necessarily toxic, but it can be. But here you kind of learn those little qualities of being like cherishing the little moments, being happy about it. It's a very beautiful country. Ghumo, like you know, enjoy the summers as much as you can.
Yeah.
And like just be very welcoming and have gratitude. Like back in India, you could have that, but यहाँ पे जब आप लोगों से मिलते हो, उनकी stories सुनते हो, you see how genuine and you know they're very very sweet people. So I think that's something that I learned from this country, that अगर वो ऐसे तो हम भी ऐसे, like you know, try to be a giver
Yeah.
to the society, that I think India में normally
नहीं
नहीं होता
होता
है.
है.
But I think this is the country that taught me that.
तो इन सब चीज़ों के बाद, like the way you handled it, like for past 3-4 months whatsoever the time has been, how are you handling stress of this?
The big credit would be to my parents. I mean, it's literally because of them. It's literally because of the way they've been very strong and supportive of where I am. Apart from that, I also feel that it's in your head.
Yeah.
If I want, I could take the stress and cry right now, but I don't want to. I mean, it's just a phase, it'll pass. आज मेरे को नहीं मिल रही, कल मुझे मिल जाएगी. Today maybe I'm searching for, let's say, a job जो मुझे सिर्फ 40,000 देगी. क्या पता आगे जाके 100K की job भी मिलने वाली होगी. But I don't know what's there in the, like what's there for you. So I think you just need to stay calm and very patient about it. अगर आप उसको overthink करोगे, you're gonna like literally fall in that well. गिरते ही जाओगे.
No, but the point is, how do you stop that overthinking? What do you tell yourself?
Just honestly stay busy. Like eat good food, go out, have fun. Probably do an exercise, dance, go to the gym, go out for parties, go for running. Just do all of that. Like use the country's resources.
Yeah.
And kind of keep yourself sane.
Yeah, which is actually easy in terms of this. Like when we talk about this weather, summer's easy, winters gets harsh, but it's not impossible. Like I remember going to bowling when I was like stressed, and also just hanging out with my friends. Even if it's cold, does not mean that you cannot go out. You can be just dress accordingly, and it's always like there's this thing in Canada. It's never the weather; it's how you dress up. If it's a lot of cold, and always carry one jacket and an umbrella. You never know how.
Yes, you never know. Like you never know. Even in summers, हमारी summers आई नहीं है. हम अभी भी
wait कर रहे हैं क्योंकि अभी परसों ही रात को बहुत ठंड हो गई थी दोबारा से, और अब थोड़ी गर्मी हो रही है और टेम्परेचर बढ़े हो रहा है. But it was so fun talking to you, Tushar. It was such an amazing chat, and I felt like I'm actually talking to a friend. It did not feel like there was an interview going or anything, and you've been very honest, and she told us like about a lot of important things which I did not even know, and I think this can help you. And definitely reach out to her if you need help in terms of it. And she mentioned that she does not have a lot to provide right now, but still any advice could work for someone who needs it. So yeah, thank you so much for joining.
Likewise.
And we'll see you all next time, next episode, same show. Thank you for watching.